Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. It is that time of the year where I always say it is that time of the year where I do all my wrap up things for the end of the year, and today I'm going to do my annual Instagram Picks My Makeup with a twist. Now this is my 5th year doing this, which means there are 4 other videos out there of me having my Instagram feed pick my makeup, plus that one time I actually had Instagram pick my makeup by having you vote on my stories, and then also doing exactly the opposite of what you voted for. But I'm gonna get started with priming my face while I explain to you how it's going to work today. I found a website that can give you a color palette of any picture you upload to it. So I took a screenshot of everything I posted on Instagram this year, you know, that way where you extend the screenshot and it shows everything in one very long column. I then uploaded that screenshot to this website I'll put here for you, and then I asked it to give me 9 colors to work with. You can swipe and have different color palette options, but I decided to just go with the first one it gave me. And the cool thing is it shows you on the picture where those colors kind of come from. So after doing all that, this is the color palette it spit out for me, and I'm going to use those 9 colors to do my makeup today. So that's how Instagram picks my makeup. This year I got greens and yellows for the first time, which is very exciting. The only weird one is that one light blue. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to incorporate it, even if it's just a nominal amount. But let's take a look at all the pictures that got me this palette for the year. Now, I did not post a lot of pictures on Instagram this year. I have a bunch of things sitting in my to post folder, but I just never really got around to posting some of them, especially because some of them were big posts and I wanted to do them properly. Because that required a certain amount of effort, I kept putting it off and then I just ended up not really posting much. For example, my graduation pictures from the beginning of this year, I still haven't posted. I'm so frustrated that I always post things way too late. So my New Year's resolution is to post things more on time, to actually get stuff out on Instagram, because if the picture's not on Instagram, it doesn't exist. But anyways, onto the actual posts themselves and not my extremely lacking Instagram strategy. The first picture I posted this year was the pictures we took to celebrate my little brother's 20th birthday. We have a really great relationship. I love him so much, and we decided to go to this really fancy Starbucks in the city and make a whole thing out of it. This was back before we got our final vaccinations, and while we were still wearing masks. We ended up wearing masks until end of March, I believe, which is insane to think that was still within this year. But my brother's birthday was at the end of January, and it was a lot of fun getting to take cute pictures together. We do have to think of something fun to do for his 21st this year, so there will probably be pictures from this again. I posted a picture inspired by TikTok trends, which reminds me that I should do another TikTok trend recap video where I look at all the things that were trending on TikTok in the last year and make a video out of it. The first time I did that, it was something very out there, boxy and blue. The year after that, the thing was more a little bit more on the natural side of things. I'm hoping we're moving out of that now, but the look did come out pretty sexy, and of course, because it was TikTok inspired, I had to use a TikTok reference for the caption. This morning I was watching this video that I did for last year just to check how I did everything, and my makeup was not blended, it was patchy, so we are blending today. We are trying our best to look more natural than we did last time. I then posted a picture of me sitting on the train. I took it for an assignment, I'm not joking in my caption. I took this class where you just submit a selfie that represents you and your leadership style. So I took a very neutral, natural lighting picture on the train and ended up getting 69 for that picture assignment. So I posted the picture and I said I got 69 for it, and everyone thought it was really funny. The next picture is very 2014 Snapchat of me. I'm aware, I see it too, but I took this selfie on the bus, again home from the internship I was doing. And I thought I made a really cute thumbnail. I was I want to post it, so I'm gonna post it. And because I was wearing wired earphones, I didn't have a caption in mind. I was hey, give me song suggestions. And you can see it was a flop because not a single person gave me a song suggestion. So we're moving right on. Next is a picture of Instagram Picks My Makeup that I did last year. This is how that look turned out, and I thought it looked really nice. I like the bold lip with the bold eyeshadow, but I posted the video back in December and this post only went up end of February. So the year has barely started and I was already behind on posting, but I tried explaining in my caption I was busy with my committee, I was busy trying to get research done. Everything just kicked off with such a bang at the beginning of this year. A lot of my content stuff fell on the back burner, and like I already had a lot of stuff filmed, but I just wasn't getting around to editing it and filming it properly, and like I decided to kind of wait instead of half-assing things. But still a very cute picture. I posted cute pictures of the Valentine's look I did this year, which I also filmed while sitting here. But you can see the background was much more of a mess in that video than it is right now, with a caption saying "she cute," which is a phrase I started using around about then. It's a thing I saw on the internet where you either refer to yourself, as I'm doing here, or you're referring to like an object or something that you think looks nice or turned out well, and then you say "she cute." Not "she is cute," "she's cute," just "she cute." 10 out of 10 grammar, I'm aware, but it kind of stuck. I've been doing that the whole year. You can ask my fiance, like every time I feel like I'm looking nice or I'm liking my outfit or my makeup turned out good, I'm like, "She's cute though, she cute." Funnily enough, I think I say that most when I'm like in my PJs. But then we have a handful of serious looking pictures where I actually think I look quite fierce, but I ended up posting this on my sister's birthday accidentally, but it was referring to my relationship update video that I filmed. If you watch them, you know the whole spiel, but I want to do my part to be more transparent on the internet. I don't want to be yet another person just showing you the good things, being like, "Oh, life's so fantastic and nice all the time." I want to be like honest about the stuff that you go through in life so that other people can hear that they're not alone. Like I know it was like, I suppose, a bit of a weird thing to put on the internet. It was like a very like vulnerable, but people were very nice about it. So then finally in June, I got to post the video and the pictures of the little series that I filmed at the beginning of January. I tried XXL acrylic nails. I saw them on the internet and people always ask like, "How do you do this with those nails? How do you live with them?" And I was like, well, I'm gonna find out and make a video out of it. But it was a very expensive, very painful, very maximum effort experience. So I was definitely gonna post it on Instagram. I wonder what people thought when they saw this, like, this is so on brand for her, or what the hell are you doing? We're just about halfway through the year on Instagram and I need to get started on my eyeshadow now. So I think for that really dark brown, I'm gonna go in with Good As Gone and start in the outer corner because that is just the safest thing to do. Anyways, next I posted a picture of when we went to Sun City back in January, and I only posted it in June. When we went at the beginning of this year, I very specifically wanted some like fun swimsuit pictures. So at some point after we had like our fun on the slides and everything, we were just gonna go relax in the Valley of the Waves. We went to go get my phone out of the locker where we keep that, and I had Aiden take like a bunch of different pictures of me so that I had something to post. I then used some pictures of that day as my birthday post when I turned 24 this year. I used some pictures of me just like lying out next to the pool, which I think are really nice pictures of me in that swimsuit that Aiden got me. I'm gonna go with still shot next. I think it matches that like nudie pinky color. Try and blend this out a little bit more. I don't want to add too much of like a warm tone though. I then posted 2 more pictures of our trip because I like grouping the pictures kind of like by the type. So like I had the pictures of the water, then I had the picture of us by the pool, then the pictures of us sitting together, and then the picture of us like walking in with like the pretty walkway. All of them again taken on the same day, and I posted it over a span of like 3 weeks. I remember our like manager on campus, he saw these on Instagram because we do follow each other, and he commented, "Oh yeah, no, how was Sun City? I saw you went." And for a second I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because he thought we went like recently when we actually went like months ago. I need to start building up some green, and I don't think I have a lot of green, so I'm going to start with the color Wanderlust and the flat but fluffy brush. I'm holding it anyways, and I'm going to pack it here on this outer third. I'm kind of going to go with the dark green into that yellow, into some of the like nude tones we have. Oh yeah, then I posted pictures from when my arm was in a sling. I almost forgot that happened this year. I don't know what happened. I was working on my sewing machine and I moved the thing, but I was sitting like on a weird angle, lifting it in a bad way, and my shoulder was just like, we don't like this. And it was sore for like 2 weeks for no reason. And I tried finding out what's up, and there's nothing obviously wrong. So they were just like, just immobilize it until it gets better, because holding it still did help. So we went to the pharmacy, grabbed the cheapest best sling there was. It was like, I think 200 Rand to get it. Not that expensive, especially since it's obviously reusable. So we have a sling in our medicine cabinet now. I'm gonna blend this a little bit with Big Sky as well. A little bit of a lighter green, but I think I might go in with the light green that's in here as well. It's kind of like a swampy green, just to kind of transition over to the yellow, which is in here as well. But this is an example of me just documenting everything on Instagram for my own sake, not really for anyone else. I took like a bunch of pictures of me wearing the sling and I posted on my story, and it encouraged me to actually post on my story again, which is always lots of fun. She was cute though. Now we were approaching the end of the term and I was wrapping up my position as a demi. I don't want to be a demi for the same course again next year. I don't know if that means I'm not going to be a demi at all, but it was definitely goodbye to this module and specifically these groups as well. So I decided to make a cute little post out of all the groups I have. I decided to make a cute little post to say goodbye to the year. You know, some of the demi kids and I, we follow each other on Instagram, so it was just a nice moment to sign off the year there. In one of the pictures, I'm like super glam because I had a demi session on the day of Aiden's graduation. So I was like all dressed up and everything, and then I had to go to the lab and was like, sup guys. I did get in trouble for taking that last picture though. We do this like presentation at the beginning where we tell them what we're going to do in the lab today. And then when that was done, I was like, okay, can we take a group picture? And a bunch of people were like, absolutely, let's take a group picture. And the lab manager walked in on that and was like, we're supposed to be working now. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's take this picture and scram. For the yellow, I'm going to try using golden ochre, but it might not be yellow enough. So I might just pump it up with that like straight up yellow and that other palette. Do any of you actually like care about the palettes I use? I don't think there's any like it palettes now. So everyone kind of just uses what they have at home in anyways. So it doesn't really matter where I'm getting the color from, more just what the color is. So in August, I had like a handful of random pictures that I wanted to post, but I didn't want to post each one like individually. There wasn't like enough substance to the pictures for them to each be their own picture. So I decided to just do a bit of a photo dump, even though I don't usually post that way. And it was a cute picture of me with my cat, me after filming, me while vlogging, so I have thumbnails, me before filming, me after filming again, and then me just like hanging out with my brother and boyfriend at the time, which that makes it sound like we broke up. He's my boyfriend at the time because he's my fiance now. Which on that note, the very next thing I got to post was our engagement photo. This I posted less than a week after we got engaged. Like I did not want these pictures to go up by the time they were old news. I was like, I know I'm behind with posting, but this I'm not going to be behind on. So after telling everyone in person that we could, we were then like, okay, this can go to the gram. And we both like posted at the same time. And we like agreed who's gonna be posting like what pictures and stuff. And I was very excited to actually get to post this. The first picture is like a screenshot of the video of where he was like actually proposing. This is like in the moment. But then the rest of the pictures are of the sweet moments where we got to tell our family members. So it's the picture of him proposing and then a picture of my hand on his chest because that's like the one type of like engagement picture I wanted. I don't know why. I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, yes, if I get engaged, that's the one I want. So we took that picture and that's like the only picture we took there. But then I have a sweet picture of me telling my brother, my mother mid-excitement, my dad looking at the ring, my grandmother also seeing it, Aiden's grandfather seeing it, and then me getting to tell my friends and my lab mates. For when we got engaged, we went away for the weekend. Aiden had a trip planned for us because it was our 4-year anniversary. So I had a bunch of pictures of that. It's a nice picture of me like looking out at the view at the first place we stayed at. There's a picture of the corn dogs we tried making that didn't turn out that great, but they were lots of fun. A picture of the fruit we ate because you're supposed to celebrate your 4 years with fruit. And it was either fruit or flowers that I didn't like. And this was a pumelu, which Aiden hadn't had before and I hadn't had in ages. So I was like, we're eating this as our little anniversary thing to do it the right way. A picture of his knee all dirty after proposing. I thought that was very cute. I thought it was very funny and pretty cool that he was willing to get down on one knee with such light pants on such red ground. We went on a safari, so I had to include the like cliche rhino picture, the picture of us getting up early to go for this ride, the picture of us getting into the game car, the breakfast we had that morning, the second breakfast we had that morning, and just more food pictures. Because there's a lot of food, I had to take pictures of it. I also like explained in my caption what all these pictures were. Even though I'm sure I'll remember where all these pictures are from, I think it's nice to have that context because when I was posting all of our like engagement related stuff, I was like, I want to post everything that I usually wish other people post. Like I want to know all the details, so I'm gonna post all the details. I'm gonna use my experience of watching people get engaged to make sure I post it in a way that people would enjoy. For that reason, I had to do a post entirely dedicated to the ring so everyone could get a good look at what the ring is. And I was taking a lot of pictures of the ring, so I had a lot of pictures that I could use for this post, but none of them were like super close up. So like I think the morning I posted this, I dragged Aiden outside and I was like, I want cute pictures of our rings because I got a ring and I also got him a ring. And I always want to see the details of other people's rings. So I made a point of getting a nice detailed shot of my ring so you can see what it looks like. This picture of Aiden holding my hand is currently my profile picture, which I want to change because we've got new pictures but I haven't posted them yet. The story of my life. Now to be all squishy and fluffy, I made this cute little announcement video for YouTube to tell the world that we're engaged, and I just think it's like the cutest little video ever. I love it so much, so I cropped it so that it can fit as a reel on Instagram and posted it, which is like the only reel I posted this year. I'm not really big on the reels yet as much as Instagram like really wants me to be. Instagram and YouTube both are like constantly like pressuring me like, do you want to try shorts? Do you want to try shorts? We'll help you. We'll make it easy. Here, do you want to post a short? Do you want to turn this story into a short? And I'm like, let's cool it for a second, guys. But I made this little video and now I can like easily see it. And I think it's just the best. It's so sweet. But after posting what I think is enough engagement content, it was right back to business. I had pictures from July of things we did for my birthday that I never posted. And we didn't do anything too major on the day itself. We went out for breakfast with my mom and also saw like my siblings and stuff. But Aiden got us like tickets for a show that we only went to like later after my birthday. So I couldn't post that like on the actual day. I then filmed a video on campus for some engagement related YouTube content, and I was alone and I had the time, so I was like, I'm gonna take a few like cute full body pictures. And I'm wearing the dress I'm wearing right now. The color looks so different here under that lighting, but here's more of me referring to myself as like the third person. Here she's a happy girl. She is also cute here though. And I gotta just be cute about the ring and show it off a little bit. I like those pictures. I then had a trip to Cape Town through the university. There's a conference that I got to go to, and Aiden happened to be in the area at the same time because of his sailing. His ship was doing their like refit and stuff in the docks like a block away from the hotel and stuff I was staying in, and we definitely made the most of it. I vlogged the trip, but I don't think I took too many pictures. So on the last day I made sure to take the cliche picture where you're standing with one of those yellow frames. I had Aiden take some pictures of me and I took some pictures of him that I'm still gonna bully him to post on his Instagram. But then I posted the pictures I had that I took in the hotel, like I took a mirror selfie in the elevator, I took a picture of like the hotel card, I took a picture of me like looking out the window after the shower. I thought that'd be like nice and aesthetic. And then me like up on the balcony of the hotel. I took a picture when I went to the beach that we always went to when we were kids. The beach is not the same anymore at all. That was very upsetting, but I'm glad I got to go. I also have some pictures from when we went to the aquarium and of me just being at the Congress. Proof that I actually went. Then I'm sure you all know the drill by now. I love going for these fancy dinners on campus. It's for the consumer science students who have to learn how to do these fancy like 4, 5, 6 course meals. They get graded on how the whole experience goes, and they also get graded on how well they market the event. So they market the event and they sell the tickets at like a discounted rate and all that, and it's usually quite the experience. But Aiden wasn't here to go with me, but my sister and her partner ended up being available to go, so we went to the Mamma Mia themed night, and it was more casual than usual. Like, I prefer the fancier ones. I like getting to dress up. As you can see, this is a dress someone gave me that I ended up like tailoring, which I thought was very impressive. I was very proud of myself, being like really careful with my eyeliner because I hope it saves this look. So I'll be with you just a sec. Hold on. This side's cute. This side, we're gonna put lashes on. It's fine. But yeah, I had a lot of fun going to this fancy dinner with my sister. We had a great time hanging out, and I'm glad I didn't end up going alone. Now we're hitting Halloween season. That part of the year I was like, I'm not gonna mess it up. I'm gonna do it on time. Nothing else this year has been working out on YouTube or Instagram, but by goodness, Halloween was gonna happen. So I always do a look that's kind of like low-key, and the first one I did was, it was supposed to be Google inspired because I used like the Google colors, but it ended up looking more like those like TV bars when the TV gives you like an error on those old things, which I had a lot of fun doing that look, and I feel like it turned out really, really good. I was very proud of it. Now at this point, Aiden was at sea. He was in the middle of the Atlantic, and he wasn't gonna be able to see my Halloween looks until he came back. So I made like a bunch of cute captions about him and like Halloween and stuff while he wasn't here. So this caption's about how I wasn't watching horror movies, not because I'm scared and Aiden isn't here, but because I'm waiting so that he doesn't miss out. Totally. I was being nice and compassionate and caring and totally not a wuss. And then unfortunately the like game that I was waiting for us to watch together, we've been watching the like Dark Picture Anthology every year it came out, didn't come out. For lashes, I'm gonna put on these cute ones while I show you the next Halloween look I did. I ended up dressing up as a witch for Halloween. I just really wanted to do the color block thing where there's a line and the color blends one way and it's like nothing on the other side. I saw it online and I was like, I want to do that, so I will find a way to make it Halloween. And I ended up going with a witch look, which turned out really nice because as much as witch looks are fun, I don't like drawing like symbols all over yourself that you don't exactly know what they mean. You don't know if they're offensive, so it's just a safer bet to not mess with that stuff, but most witchy costumes have that, so I'm glad I found something that doesn't include that. I like to think some people appreciated that tutorial. All in all, I thought it was cool. Then for the actual SFX look of the year, I ended up doing a scuffed up, scratched up SFX makeup tutorial. I always try doing one SFX thing with stuff that you already have at home, and this year I was having a hard time picking which one to do because I felt like everything was either like already done or just not the vibe I was going for. But this one ended up looking pretty realistic. I was pretty proud of myself. But people have a lot of things to say about specifically SFX makeup. People always have something to complain about, so I always include one picture where I'm like smiling with this stuff on so that you can see it's fake. Now, before we look at the last Halloween thing, let's just look at the color palette and see what we're missing. I already used the dark browns. I already used all the greens in the eyeshadow. I also used the yellow in the eyeshadow. I did actually use some of the peach in the eyeshadow as well. Not that I think you can still see it, but it's in there, I promise. So there's just that little bit of like light blue that I haven't used, and I don't know what I can do for a lip with that. I think I'm gonna go with the more like nudie colors. I think I have a color that's like exactly like one of those. And I'm gonna try overlining because I haven't done that in a while. But the last Halloween look I did, that's usually like the photo shoot thing, even though the witchy one ended up being more of a photo shoot. I did a mummy. I just really wanted to do a mummy, and I ended up having so much fun doing it. It was actually quite easy as well. I expected it to be like a lot harder than it was, but I think it turned out super cool. As usual, I think my Halloween looks are underappreciated online, but it's okay. It's lots of fun. Then for Aiden's birthday, he was at sea. For his birthday, I did a little photo dump. I was planning on doing this photo dump when he left, but he beat me to it. So I saved it to post on his birthday, and it's a bunch of pictures of us just doing things together. You know, proof we actually are dating and actually do things together. Which like every time I say that, he's like, we're not dating, we're engaged. And I'm like, I agree, but it sounds normal to say like, oh yeah, but that's why we're dating. Where it sounds so weird to be like, proof that we are engaged. I had a few pictures of me in my lab coat and just suffering and trying to survive in the lab, because that has not been a smooth ride. I don't know why I thought it would be. But I posted a picture of me in my lab coat on my story, and someone said I'm an inspiration for girly pops in STEM, and I was like, that is so sweet. So I made a post out of it. I think this lip is nice, but I can't resist to put like a little bit of lightness in the middle. Next, I posted some pictures that I took in the airport when I dropped Aiden off and he was finally leaving for the last time. I took these pictures on the stairs while kind of waiting for his plane to get where I can like wave him off through the window at the viewing deck. And I think these pictures came out cute. I like them. But when I posted them on Instagram, it added these like white bars on the side, and I don't know why, and I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do about it. But like, thanks, Instagram. Now we're in the home stretch with the makeup and the posts. My last 3 posts for the year were all Stuku related. That's the committee I was on, and I took like a bunch of pictures throughout the year, but I never posted any of them. So I was like, let me make dedicated 3 different posts to all the things we did this year. So the first set was me and like a bunch of pictures of me in my uniform, and pictures with Aiden there as well, because he helped at every event. He always came with us, which I thought was like really nice. So this post was a shout out to the unofficial 10th member of the committee. I'm gonna take some blue shimmer for that light blue. So I'm gonna mix like all these blues and pick up some whites, and then I'm gonna add it to the inner corner. So every color in my palette is represented. The next Stuku thing I posted was from our awards ceremony. We had this like really big function, and we actually won like a lot of stuff. I was not expecting that. But yeah, we had that event, and I invited 2 of my friends, which is where I like rekindled a friendship with Yanka. We were friends in undergrad and kind of lost touch in postgrad. And we took enough pictures of all the awards we got that I can make a whole post out of it. So I did that. And then we had pictures from one of the photo shoots we did that we didn't end up using. We did have better headshots, which I didn't actually post those. Those are like on the Stuku account. I probably should have posted those now that I think about it, but I then posted the pictures we got from the photographer plus 1 or 2 selfies. And that is all I have posted this year up until this point. But there's a lot of pictures I still want to post. We have our graduation pictures. We have our engagement party pictures. We have pictures of us going to the beach this year, which I should also finish editing that vlog. But that is then everything I posted on Instagram. I said it wasn't a lot, but we ended up talking for a very long time anyways. But then this is the final result for Instagram picking my makeup this year. I think this turned out really cute, but then again, I can't really go wrong with green. I hope you enjoyed this little walk through memory lane with me, and I hope you're looking forward to all the other things we're going to post again next year. Next year, I'm planning on posting pictures as I get them. Also want to post more on my stories, but then I actually need to do things to actually have things to post on my story. But like I said, this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, which was a lot, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye bye. Hey you, can I please have that hair tie and also another one?